Imagine a scenario where the United States teeters on the brink of war with Venezuela, all without a single vote from Congress. This is the alarming reality that a group of senators is desperately trying to prevent. Amid escalating tensions and a series of U.S. military strikes in the Caribbean, Senator Tim Kaine, Senate from Utah, is spearheading a bipartisan effort to halt President Trump's potential unilateral declaration of war on the South American nation. But here's where it gets controversial. While the Trump administration justifies these actions as necessary to combat drug smuggling, critics argue they are illegal, unconstitutional, and a dangerous precedent for bypassing congressional oversight. The situation intensified after Maduro, Venezuela's embattled president, hinted at declaring a state of external commotion in response to perceived U.S. aggressions. Meanwhile, Trump's recent authorization of CIA operations in Venezuela and his consideration of land-based interventions have raised red flags. "We've almost totally stopped it by sea. Now we'll stop it by land," Trump declared, referring to alleged drug trafficking. Yet, the lack of transparency around these operations, including the identities of at least 27 people killed in strikes since September, has fueled skepticism. Kaine, a staunch advocate for Congress's constitutional authority to declare war, filed a resolution late Thursday, forcing the Senate to address the issue after a 10-day waiting period. Co-sponsored by Senators Adam Schiff, Democrat California, and Rand Paul, RK, this move underscores growing bipartisan concern. The pace of announcements and military planning makes me think this could be imminent, Kaine warned, highlighting the urgency of the situation. And this is the part most people miss. Last week, a similar Senate vote to limit Trump's war powers in the Caribbean failed 48 to 51. But it garnered support from two Republicans, Paul and Senator Lisa Murkowski, R. Alaska. Paul, a vocal critic of the strikes, argued they set a dangerous precedent. The American people do not want to be dragged into endless war without public debate or a vote. We ought to defend what the Constitution demands, deliberation before war. Kaine, Paul, and Schiff are now rallying more Republicans to support their cause, hoping to build on past successes where several GOP members voted for similar war powers resolutions. However, it remains uncertain whether they'll secure enough votes this time. Congress, Kaine laments, continues to face a black hole of information from the administration, which has yet to provide evidence justifying the strikes. Is the U.S. on the verge of another controversial conflict, or is this a necessary step to combat transnational crime? The debate is far from over, and the outcome could reshape how America approaches war and diplomacy. What do you think? Is congressional approval essential for military action, or should the president have broader authority in such matters? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments.